Hello everyone, welcome to the presentation of our paper What Players Want, Information Needs of Players on Post-Game Visualizations, in which we explore the types of information players pay attention to and consider important, for instance for training visualizations. My name is Günther Wallner and I'm happy to present this work today on behalf of my co-authors Marnix van Weiland, Regina Bernhaupt and Simone Kriegelstein. The motivation behind this work was that video games strongly rely on players being able to make informed decisions during gameplay. And as such, video games share a long history with visualizations that convey information about the game's state to the player, such as, for instance, health bars, deck trees, and many more. And over time, collecting of behavioral data of players has also become more and more easy, which led to new application areas of visualization in games, which go beyond using them as part of the user interface. And nowadays, players constitute a growing target audience of such behavioral visualizations of in-game data, also because of the rise of online gaming and esports, which spurred interest in visualizations for training and skill development even more. There currently exists, however, limited knowledge about which information players rely on to make in-game decisions. However, understanding which information is important and why, and which goals players pursue with visualizations is essential in order to create visualizations that are actually useful and satisfy players' needs. And as such, we conducted a study to explore and understand such information needs with respect to post-play visualizations and developed an inventory about important in-game information and their relevance across genres. The study was guided by 3 research questions which were related to why players actually make use of post-game visualizations, which information players rely on during gameplay, and which information they consider important to include in visualizations. In order to understand how these are affected by different gameplay mechanics, these questions were investigated with players of 3 competitive online games, covering 3 popular genres, including Dota 2, a multiplayer battle arena game, PUBG, a battle royale game, and StarCraft 2, a real-time strategy game. We used a mixed method study, starting with semi-structured interviews of 16 players of the 3 aforementioned games, and which covered different aspects such as the game itself, the information they rely on for decision making, and the role visualizations are playing. These interviews were then transcribed and analyzed using thematic analysis to develop themes with respect to the 3 research questions. To quantify these themes and to assess their importance across a larger sample, we then followed up with an online survey asking participants to rate the relevance of the different themes. Based on this, we developed an inventory of players' goals and information needs. Due to the time limit, I can't go into much detail today, also because the results partly vary considerable across the 3 genres. But these are, for example, the results with respect to the information players consider important to know about the enemy for decision making. And in the paper you can find similar detailed breakdowns for all the research questions I mentioned earlier. Today I would rather like to reflect on 5 high-level design implications for post-play visualizations. First of all, one needs to carefully choose the data to be included, as not all information is equally important, and the importance can also differ based on the genre or the game. It's also important to select appropriate representations for the data, which is in turn influenced by the data itself and also by the task which should be supported. Post-game visualizations are also not restricted to the information which is visible during play, and as such they can take advantage of being able to include data which is otherwise inaccessible. And in relation to this, it's also important to keep in mind that certain information becomes more or less relevant after playing. And lastly, players showed a high interest in visualizations of high-level concepts that go beyond simply showing individual low-level data, but which instead require the integration of different types of data. That's it from me for today. Thanks for watching.